Good afternoon. My name is Moise Andre Just, former owner of two businesses, Red Cover Enterprises Corp. And Fast Life Productions LLC. Both of these businesses, which I ran payroll through ADP with. This video is to run a little bit down about my issues with my plight with ADP. So just to start it off and make it as short as possible. Um, Around July of 2016, I began banking with BB&T. Two business accounts is what I started with them, which in turn they referred me to ADP Payroll Services for my payroll company, since I had one other person working with me. They referred me to a David Schwartz, who I met upon a couple of occasions, and which he finally got me to agree to use ADP, learning that they were one of the biggest payroll companies in the nation, and assuming that they would be able to take care of my needs and my concerns primarily, which were filing my taxes correctly, getting all that information down, all the money, the earnings, and all that, and counting those. So when it's at the end of the year, I could simply bring it to whoever would file my taxes, and everything would be fine. So beginning shortly after we initiated the services, I spoke with some other reps as well as David Schwartz, just to confirm all the information. Began an RIA, everything like that. What happened was, a short while after that, I ran one payroll. Next thing you know, ADP ran an unauthorized payroll by themselves, which I called them on, and I sort of reconciled to the best of we could. So after that, however, the issue happened again about a month later, I believe. And then this forced my account to go in overdraft. I ended up leaving BB&T because of the way they handled the situation, and I agreed to make a payment plan with them. I started with Regions, and at this point in time, I definitely discussed the issue with ADP, had an issue with them, and just wanted to make sure everything would be smooth moving forward because, like I said, I still needed my taxes, my earnings to come in. At this time, however, the company wasn't making money because it's an entertainment business, and we were just waiting on return of investment, basically royalties, returns on marketing, merchandise, and stuff like that. So no payroll was being ran, nothing like that. We actually got a little bit of the revenue, and decided to um, continue the business with ADP so we can get the year done of for because the hopes of showing some revenue and hopefully getting a loan so we can do bigger and better marketing for the company. So with that being said, we continue doing business with ADP, and now we're at Regions Bank. And the same issue occurs again. At this point in time, I'm infuriated. I'm infuriated, basically, and I'm ready to kick ADP to the curb, cut the service off, and everything like that. I demand that ADP pay the money that they overdrafted from my account, unauthorized, by running an unauthorized paycheck again, and that they take care of the fees, the overdraft fees incurred by that overdraft, that charge, that unauthorized paycheck. Which after a whole lot of talking and different changes and levels and all that, we finally get to agreement. They said they'll do it, they'll take care of it. This goes on for months where I'm calling, nothing comes in. They tell me they send it to an address. I go to the address, nothing comes in. They said they got to resend it even longer. So this goes on for months and months. I believe 8 months before finally I'm ready to give up. I'm done. I'm over it. And then they start sending me an email. Oh, we have something for you about a year later. I reach out to David to let him know that this is crazy, and he informs me that this is not the first time, and he's actually not working with ADP because there's been a whole lot more than what I've even known going on. So at this point in time, Um, I'm just submitting my little bit because during this time period, I'm a father. I'm trying to take care of my situation. I'm paying rent and things of that nature. I'm young. I don't have a lot of financial stability. So all this money that's being overdrafted that I got to pay back, that's messing with my accounts and messing with my standings with the banks. All of this is happening. I'm losing good standing with two banks because of ADP and being overdrafted, owing money, not being able to take care of that, and they're prolonging, reconciling the situation. Throughout the whole time, ADP's just trying to avoid taking any kind of ownership of the situation and saying it's their fault. They even went so far as to say that they couldn't refund it as if it was their fault. They have to send it a different way, as if it was some kind of reward or something like that. So, in my experience with ADP does not own up to the faults. Whenever they do something like that, they do force and unauthorized checks and like that. They run those, draw people into overdraft. And like David said, this is not the first time I've heard this. Me just talking about it with a couple of other business owners, young entrepreneurs, same issue. Older people in the community, same issue with ADP overdrafting their account at Chase, at Bank of America. So this is not a small issue. This is actually a serious issue. A lot of people have been facing this issue. ADP is not acting in the best interest of the small business owners. They're really putting us in a position at the end of the year as well by not filing our taxes correctly that we owe the IRS instead of everything being filed correctly. So whatever the issue with ADP is, they're not acting. Um, I don't even know how to say it. Like they definitely did not live up to the end of the bargain what I paid them for. They definitely did a lot of damage by running those unauthorized paychecks, overdrafting those accounts, and failing to reconcile the situation in a timely manner. Um, as well as my IRAs, which I don't know what's going on with that at all, actually, since I've talked to them, don't even know what happened with the money involved with that. So um, there's definitely an issue that's going on with ADP. They definitely put me in dire straits financially when they were overdrafting the accounts and messing up my bank accounts. So I just definitely need to figure out what it is we can do to go about making this not happen again for other small business owners who are trying to expand their business and do it right.